alive. Let me do it one more time. Everybody feeling alive. Cause the spirit feeling alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth in alive. Visions and dreaming come alive. Higher heights are reaching alive. Fire for God, I'm steaming alive. Everybody feeling alive. Cause the spirit feeling alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth in alive. Visions and dreaming come alive.
Hey, gotta say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. You're tuned to Love 101 FM, the family station. You are inside alive on this Wow Wednesday. That means World of Worship Wednesday. Hey, I am Sara-Ann Edwards Miller, Sara-Ann, the chirpy one, keeping you company today. We're live on Facebook and we're also live on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. Sign on, rock on, roll on, jump on. Whatever you got to do, just ensure that you are on the live. Saying good afternoon to my friends on the FM band at 101.1, 357 and 9. My friends listening to us online at www.love101.org. Or if you're listening to the app that you have downloaded for free from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, a very good afternoon to you. Now, children of God, do remember that as you come on the live, I need you to comment. Also, share the live. Sharing is caring. And caring is sharing. Don't talk truth. Good afternoon to all the drivers, taxi and bus drivers. You guys are back out full force, right? So good afternoon to everybody. All the drivers, my peeps, yard and abroad. Good afternoon to you. Now today you'll be inspired, informed, entertained, and engaged. In a moment, I will bring you highlights from the news. 1:45 Menticize, that's mental exercise. 2 o'clock prayer blast with 29-year-old and Alton Reed. 2:15 worship artist of the day, Byron Cage. 3 o'clock the Alive Bible Challenge, ABC 3.0 matchup. 3:45 celebration. So at that time, you send me your birthdays and anniversary greetings. Then 4 o'clock, the Small People Show comes your way with Auntie Galeen. 4:30 Youth Sounds. And then 4:55, we wrap it all up inside Alive 1 to 5 on this Wow Wednesday. Here are the highlights of news at this time. St. Anne police charge 4 with possession of identity information. The police in St. Anne are reporting that 4 men have been arrested and charged with possession of identity information following a joint police military operation earlier today. 3 of the men are from Trelawney and the other from St. Anne. The Trelawney residents are Ricardo Dillon, otherwise called Skinner, a plumber of Clarkstown, and 23-year-old Ramar Brown, unemployed of Jacksontown, and Ricardo Parks, unemployed of Clarkstown. The 4th man is the 25-year-old Kamar Powell, unemployed of Exchange St. Anne. A white Toyota Crown was also seized during the operation. It is reported that between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., intelligence gathered led to the joint police military team to search an apartment complex located at Cecilia Street in Exchange St. Anne. Police say 3 apartments were searched and the men found in possession of identity information. They were apprehended and later charged. Their court date is being finalized. Now the news, 10 among 5 charged in St. Thomas by thefts. A 17-year-old is among 5 men charged by police following the theft of 2 motorbikes in Golden Grove, St. Thomas recently. The men were arrested after their getaway vehicle ran out of gas and they were accosted by police and the stolen motorcycles found in their possession. 5 robbery suspects arrested after getaway car runs out of fuel. They are Stafford Beckford, 30 years old, and also a construction worker from Harborview in St. Andrew. Rajay Bryant, 25-year-old from Corn Peace. Rashad Pinnock, 18 years old from Savannah. That's Savannah Hayes. And Ricardo Gordon, 23 also from Corn Peas, all in Clarendon, and the 17-year-old boy. Hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, they were charged on Friday with larceny of a motorcycle and receiving stolen property and taken before the St. Thomas Parish Court, where they were remanded. All five are to return to court on December 9. So let me just get this clear. So they went to steal a motorcycle, and the getaway car ran out of gas. Mm. So thankfully, the police caught them. They were accosted. I'm happy for that. Thou shalt not steal. Now, $26.7 million in scholarship funding for UWI students. The University of the West Indies UWI campus hosted 7 members of the American Foundation of the University of the West Indies Board of Trustees on their recent visit to Jamaica in October. The visit culminated in a donation of more than $26 million in scholarships for UWI students. The board also met with the senior management of the campus to hold a round of talks on how the foundation can further support the university. The New York based foundation is a charitable organization recognized for its work in fundraising, its transformational leadership and advocacy, and facilitation of higher education among nationals in the Caribbean. It has, over the past 10 years, provided more than 500 scholarships to students across the Caribbean. It also has facilitated the donation of more than $7.5 million in goods and brokered multiple relationships with other institutions. And finally, from Highlights Summer News, Jamaica getting more U.S. help to tackle crime and violence. The American government has increased its funding of programs designed to help Jamaica and other Caribbean countries tackle a number of problems linked to crime and violence. Deputy Assistant Secretary for Caribbean Affairs and Haiti, Barbara Feinstein, told journalists yesterday. According to her, the funds being allocated through the Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs total to US $3.5 million for Jamaica specifically and 10 million US dollars for programs in the wider Caribbean. She also noted that she met with the members of civil society groups to get an understanding of their perspectives on crime and violence in the country and how the problem can be tackled from a holistic perspective. And those are the highlights of the news at this time, Wednesday, November 16, 2022. We trust that you were, as usual, informed. Now it's time for me to go ahead and mark the register. Remember that the register is marked from Facebook and YouTube. So if you're not on Facebook or YouTube, please get on it. I'm about to mark the register. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Love 101 FM Jamaica. Subscribe. Add us as a friend on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Love 101 FM Jamaica right across. With that said, let's go. First in class, YouTube. Diane Walters, good afternoon. Yvonne Scott, Colleen Oliphant, Iona Ashburn, Ricardo Portias, Maxine Kelly, Angela Hackett, Godfrey Walters, good afternoon to you. Mary James, Rupert Wilson, Dorrit Hutchinson, Freddie Bless, Joan Tomlinson, Elaine Levy, good afternoon. Dwayne Tracy, good afternoon. Lorna Daly, Antoinette Miller, Aishamar Williams, Christine Humes, Annette Evans, Doreen Bradshaw, Dallas Blake, Valerie Stewart, Angela Masters, I don't know how well. Good afternoon, Kathleen Bashan, Daphne Thompson, Pamela Forbes, Marvin Murphy from Massachusetts, Corrine Bennett, Edna Skeen, Marvin, I see you. Abba Young, Marva Miller, good afternoon. Winsome King, Sandra Ellison, Ricardo Portius, June Brown, Chubby Checker, Sandra May, Laverne Anderson, Ricardo Portius, Carlene Mendez, good afternoon to you. This is Raymar Finn, Ray Finn, Sonia Hamilton, good afternoon. Pamela Forbes Day, good afternoon. Makisha Sharp, Esther Aglin, Vanessa Scott, Janine Morel, good afternoon. Angela Walsh, good afternoon. Pam Shirley, Barbara Scott, Francis Hutchie Lewis, good afternoon. Rosalind, Tashana, good afternoon to you, Tashana. David Watson, Dollis Blake, Glendon McDonald, Garlene Blake, Lisa Williams, Terry Chosen Vessel, Sandra Graham, Marvin Murphy, David Watson, Ivy Washington, good afternoon, Ione Brown, Pearline Mills, Paulette Stevenson, Zafida Clayton, Michelle Roberts, Delarica Myers, Eunice Beckford, Raymar Finn, Faith Hay, Cecile Welsh Thompson, Elaine Clark, Susan Grant Hay, right, Susan Grant Hay, Sandra Graham, Nikki Biggs, Dawn Comock, good afternoon, Andreen Montague, Iselin Morrison, Carol Miller, Wagon Champion, Marlene Murphy, Keisha Simon, good afternoon. This is Vanessa Scott, got you, Sandra Graham, Hortense Facey, Alyssa Hara Chisholm, Cassandra Ingram, Camelia Wade, Patsy Grant, good afternoon, Eunice Beckford, Virtugal Douglas, Philip Lodge, Antoinette Miller, what a holy, Veronica S, good afternoon, Charmin Blackwood, I love to see you guys on the live. Janetta Flintstone, Norma Henry, Gladys Simmons, Laurel Thomas Garrett, good afternoon, Carol Reed, Myrna Gordon, Janice Francis, Beverly Tuller, Dorette Campbell, Olivian Waller Thomas, good afternoon, Brenda Kennedy, Donna Mitchell, Beverly Allardyce, hope I got that right, Christine Archibald, Paulette Ricketts, Donna Chambers, Pam Shirley, Ben Reese Clark, Audrey Adman, Jacqueline McPherson Phillips, Tanisha Adamson, Marva Brown, Christine Brown Talbert, Kathleen Spence from New York, good afternoon, Norma Henry, and Dahlia Barrett. Thank you guys so much for jumping on the live. Woo! Out of breath, eh? Out of breath. Right, Shoshana, out of breath. Camille Smith, good afternoon. Well, I just want to thank you guys so much for jumping on the live. All 72 of you guys, I see you. It is now 1:45 and a half. And that means it's time for the music. Now, before I go, remember we do this every weekday, Monday to Friday, 1 o'clock, just for a few minutes. So make it a date. Don't be late. Remember to set your alarms, all right? All right, time for the music.
It's karaoke. Sara-Ann is here. I have been waiting for so long. Welcome the chirpy one. Her presence electrifies everyone. My mother's listening too. She said she feels like she's 21. What? I know that's what she does to you. Such a great spirit, plays in the spirit too. So expect a miracle. Anything's possible. Now that Sarah's playing, ooh, you will be just fine. Your soul will feel so alive with whatever Sarah's playing. Ooh, yeah. Everybody have to know. Everybody needs to know. Yeah. Everybody has to know. Oh yeah. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann on the radio. Tell a neighbor. Everybody needs to know. Tell your friend. Everybody has to know. Tell your brother. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann. Everybody has to know. Tell your neighbor. Everybody has to know. Tell your friend. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann. What else you gonna do? There is absolutely nothing else to do. Cause it's can feel the difference. I can feel the spirit moving and I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Well, what do you know? Life can be difficult, but it's not chirpy one, and you can be happy. Yeah, you can be happy. Oh yeah, 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 no,